welcome to fdklasses. Today I will be answering one of the interesting questions that come across in our mind is when we define rational numbers. You know that rational numbers are those numbers which we can express in the form of p by q, but q should not be equal to 0. Or in other terms, we define rational numbers as the numbers which have decimal expansion either terminating or not repeating. The question that come to our mind is, what if q equal to 0? As we said that p by q form numbers or rational numbers, but q must not be equal to 0. What if the q is 0, and what happened that very time? Yeah, or we can say, why can't p q 0? Now to answer this question, and what we name this number if q equal to 0. To answer this question, let me take an example. Let me try to brush up your basics. For example, suppose I am doing division 4 by 2, right? Division is nothing but we have to distribute this total amount, that is 4 here, among two persons. For example, among two persons, and we know the answer is 2. We know they get the same share, the share will equal to 2. Now, in order to one more definition that we can understand what basically division is repeated subtraction. Division is nothing but repeated subtraction. Repeated subtraction. How? Now, how you can relate division with the subtraction is simple. What you have to do, you have to take total amount, that is a number at the top, that is 4 here, and you have to subsequently, consecutively subtract this 2, which is in the new denominator here from 4. For example, I am going to take 2 from it, and what I am going left with, I will be left with 2. Now I have to subtract the same number which is in the denominator, and I have to subtract again, and I am will be reaching at 0. Similarly, it means how many times, see here, how many times I have subtracted this 2 from 4. This is first time I subtracted this continuously, and this is second time. So if I'm going to add the total number of times I am subtracting 2 from 4 to reach at the 0 is 2. Similarly, the answer here was 2, and the answer here is also 2. So basically, in order to understand the division, it is basically the repeated subtraction, continuous repeated subtraction, where we have to subtract the number in the denominator to to the number which is in the numerator. Here numerator was 4, and I have to subtract 2 from it. So I did subtraction, I got 2 times. When I did the subtraction continuously 2 times, I reached the point 0. So this is how many times 2, similar was there to 2. Now for one more example. For example, I have 12 here, and I am going to subtract, I am going to divide it by 3. We know the answer is 4, right? Now, how I am going to do this with the repeated subtraction here? 12, I have to subtract 3, I will be getting 9. Then I have to subtract 3, I will be getting 6. 3 again, I will be reaching 3, and 3 equal to 0. So, how many times I repeatedly subtracted 3 is 1, 2, 3, 4. How many times? 4. So the answer is same here again. So we conclude one thing here, that division is nothing but the repeated subtraction. Now you will answer me. Now the question is, as I told you, I will be answering you why q not be equal to 0, right? So similarly, suppose for example I have 4 here. I am going to subtract, I am going to divide this with the 0. As we know, subdivision is nothing but the repeated subtraction. To reach, I have to repeatedly subtract 0 from 4 to reach at the number less than less than 0 or 0 itself, right? For example, let's do it. 4 minus 0. What I am getting? 4 again. 4 minus 0. 4 again, minus 0. 4 again, minus 0. 4 again. So I can see here that I can do the subtraction of 0 from 4 as many times as I want, because I will be, there will be no end point to this subtraction, because we know answer will be always 4. So if I subtract 0 from 4, I will be getting 4 again. Subtract 0, 4 again. Subtract 0, 4 again. So it means if we know in mathematics when we talk about something which is up to infinity, we simply say it is infinite and we denote that number with. So basically 4 by 0 as per the definition repeated subtraction we know is nothing but I have to subtract 0 infinite times to 4. Maybe we are getting some result but we know we will not be getting the result. Simply to put in terms of numbers we are writing it into equal to infinite. Okay, this is, let me call this equation first. Now I have one more thing, 6 by 0. Here again I will be subtracting 0 from 6 and my aim will be to reach at the 0. I can get at 0, at least I can get 0, but here again I am getting same result. I have to subtract this thing as infinite times because I cannot reach at the 0 point, so infinite. Let me call this equation second. In maths, we know that if we have two equations and their equation, in that equation we have right side equal, then we can say left hand sides are also equal. That is from equation first and second, we are getting 4 by 0 equal to 6 by 0. We know denominator is same, we can cancel them out and we are getting a result that 4 equal to 6. Is it true? 4 equal to 6? It is against the mathematics, right? It is not true. So in order, if I am writing this thing equal to infinity, this thing equal to infinity, I am using the basic definition of division, that is which is repeated subtraction. I am reaching at a result which is not valid in mathematics. I am getting 4 equal to 6. I may be getting 1 equal to 2, which is not true in mathematics. That's why whenever we have any number p by 0, when we have q equal to 0, it is not possible. It is not possible to have any result because if I use this definition, I will be getting the results. I will be putting that definition here. I will be reaching at the results which are not valid in mathematics. So definitely that is why q can't be equal to 0. If q is equal to 0, I am going to use the basic definition of the subtract division, which is repeated subtraction. I am going to reach at the results which are not valid in mathematics. That's why we cannot define these numbers p by 0 while we have q equal to 0. So simply what mathematician does, yeah, they said that p by 0 is nothing but it is not defined. It is not defined. Not defined means something that has not been defined in mathematics as of yet now. So because if we did the definite if we define them p by 0, then we are going to reach at the results which are not valid in mathematics. That's why q should not be equal to 0. I hope this is the answer, that if anyone asks you that why q can't be 0, so the answer is, if we take the definition q equal to, and if we do the basic definition, we will reach at the results which are not valid in mathematics. That's why we say that this particular expression is not valid, and we simply call them not defined or intermediate form. Okay? Thank you so much.